Hello, hello, 大家好，欢迎来我的频道. I'm currently traveling solo to over 30 cities in 60 days across China. Today is day 3, and this is not me from today. I was supposed to be going to Xiamen, but unfortunately, a typhoon is sweeping across southeastern China, and they've canceled many trains and flights, so I got a bonus day in Wenzhou. This morning actually started out quite nicely, no rain and cooler temperatures, so I decided to walk for a bit and I walked past this church, which was quite unexpected. According to Wikipedia, it's St. Paul's Cathedral, which was first built by a bishop who came to Wenzhou in the late 1800s, and in 2011 it was declared a provincial cultural relic by the Zhejiang government. The typhoon has not landed yet, but it's definitely on its way. I headed out to a retail space called C9, and while there was no one there, the space definitely has potential. I could see a really cool brand activation being done here. After checking out the space, I decided to stick around in the neighborhood for a little bit. As it turns out, it was kind of a data park. Zhejiang province is known for being a tech center. Of course, they have Hangzhou, but Wenzhou is also investing a lot of money into this industry. In fact, Wenzhou ranks 24th on the list of China's top 100 cities in digital economic development. Not only was there this security hub center, but there was another sign detailing plans for an e-commerce industrial park where they plan to have company headquarters, R&D design, experiential retail, exhibitions, and the leisure and retail spaces to go along with that. And there was also just this crazy looking KFC in the middle of a parking lot. Because I was already pretty far outside of the city center, I decided to go to a nearby temple called Toutuo Temple. And I'm so happy I made the snap decision because I think it's one of my favorite locations so far. Apparently, they offer free vegetarian lunch between 11 to 12, but I missed it. The temple seems relatively new and it's incredibly beautiful and peaceful inside, so I spent a fair amount of time just wandering around and looking in the different rooms. Some of them are absolutely magnificent, as you'll see, but it just had a really peaceful and restorative atmosphere. Temples like this one have seen a huge increase in visitors from the younger generation in the most recent years, and it's really easy to see why. It's just such a nice escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. And there were actually a lot of people in this tea room. I ended up leaving just in time as the typhoon really began to hit in early afternoon. So I took a Didi back to my hotel and grabbed lunch at the closest restaurant I could find nearby, which happened to be a Japanese place, which was pretty good. And of course, after lunch, I got a tea. Today's choice was sesame black matcha, which really grew on me. The sesame paste ended up being a really nice texture. And then I passed by this scene, which was an entire vibe, a duck, a kitten in a video game store, and I'm not too sure what's going on here, but the duck definitely did not appreciate the kitten. My bonus day in Wenzhou brought me a bonus friend, and we were planning to go running together, but the weather was still too awful, so we met up for dinner instead at another cool retail location with lots of restaurants and shops and places to hang out. And you can even get an ice cream that looks very realistic. My new friend treated me to a very tasty Wenzhou dinner where I only took photos of the first dish that came out because we were too busy talking. 这么多下雨. Fingers and toes crossed for tomorrow that there's better weather on my way to Xiamen. And that's a wrap on day 3.